The motorway. Biff and Chip went to stay with Grandma. Grandma lived in a little village. Biff and Chip liked staying with her. She was a fun. She played with Biff and Chip. She told them funny stories and made them laugh. Grandma took Biff and Chip to the shed. She had a surprise for them. Open the door, she said. I've got a surprise for you. Where is it? Asked Chip. Open the door and see, said Grandma. Biff and Chip opened the door and looked inside. They had a big surprise. Oh no, said Biff. There's a dragon in the shed. The children quickly came out of the shed. It's not a real dragon, said Grandma. It's just a kite. She took the kite out of the shed and showed it to Biff and Chip. It's a Chinese dragon kite, said Grandma. It's wonderful, said Biff. The children wanted to fly the kite. It's a good day for a picnic, said Grandma, and it's a good day to fly the kite. It's quite windy. They packed the picnic and went up the hill. Biff was excited. Can I fly the kite first? She asked. Grandma found a good place for a picnic. It was near her house. They spread out the food and drink on the grass. This is a good place to fly the kite, she said. After settling down, she let Biff fly the kite first. The wind took the kite up in the sky. It went higher and higher. It looks wonderful, said Chip. I can still see the dragon from the ground. Suddenly, the wind got stronger. Biff tightened her grip on her kite. Don't let go, said Grandma. However, the wind was too strong. It pulled the dragon kite out of the Biff's hand. It blew away and landed in a tree in the wood. Biff was upset. I couldn't hold on to it, she said, feeling sorry. Now what do we do? Asked Chip. They walked to the tree. Chip climbed up and pulled at the kite, but it wouldn't come down. Be careful, said Biff. Don't tear the kite. Be careful, said Grandma. Don't fall down. Chip gave the kite another jolt. Unfortunately, the kite was stuck. Chip could not get it down. Grandma saw some people pass by and asked them for help. At last, a woman got the kite down with a long pole. Thank you, said Biff and Chip. Biff and Chip went to fly the kite again. Grandma talked with the people. Chip saw some wildflowers on the way. Be careful, Biff, he said. Don't step on the flowers. When the children came back, Grandma looked upset. What's the matter, Grandma? Asked Chip. They want to build a motorway. They want to build it right here, said Grandma, looking at a map. Oh no, said Biff. What will happen to the village? Biff and Chip were upset too. They did not want a motorway there. We want to be able to have a picnic or play in the wood, said Biff. And we want to be able to fly the kite. It's bring traffic and pollution too, Grandma sighed. A woman pointed to the wood. Then she pointed to the village. This is where the motorway will go. I will go between the wood and the village, she said. The construction will start soon. Grandma went pale. She did not like the idea at all. She looked at the village and she looked at her house. We don't want a motorway here, she said. We must stop it. We don't have much time. Grandma told the people in the village about the motorway. Everyone was upset. Nobody liked the motorway. We don't want a motorway here. It will spoil our village and everything in it. We must stop it, they said. Everyone wanted to stop the motorway. We don't want it here, said the grandma. It will spoil our village. A lot of birds live in the wood. It will destroy their homes, said one of the villagers. Sorry, said a man. We can't stop it. There's nothing we can do. The villagers came to Grandma's house. They made banners and posters. Grandma made a big banner. Beep helped her. The banner said, "Stop the motorway," in big red letters. Chip was good at painting. He made a poster. The poster said, "Save our woodland." The banner looks good, said Biff, and Chip's poster looks good too. Let's hope this will make the people think again, said Grandma. Nobody wants the motorway here. The officials came to have a meeting with the villagers. Everyone went to the meeting. An important woman explained the situation. She pointed to a map and said, "We have to put the motorway here." "But we don't want the motorway here," said Grandma. "It will spoil the village." "I'm sorry," said the woman. "The motorway has to go somewhere. I can't stop it. There's nothing we can do now." A few days later, big lorries and bulldozers came to the villager. Nobody wanted the motorway. Everyone wanted to stop it, but the bulldozer began to big. The villagers looked at the work sadly. Some of them protested. Grandma looked at the bulldozer. "The motorway will spoil the countryside," she said. "Then we won't be able to walk in the wood and go on picnics. The birds will have to move too," said the bee. At last, Grandma and the villagers went home. The children took a walk on the hill and watched the bulldozers. Biff looked at the wild flowers. "Oh no," she said. "The bulldozers will dig them up soon. Let's pick some for Grandma." Biff and Jim made the tea for Grandma. They gave her some flowers. They wanted to cheer her up. "We picked these flowers for you," said Chip. "The bulldozers will dig them up soon." Grandma gave Biff and Chip a weak smile. Then she looked at the flower. "What rare flowers," she said. "I've never seen them before." Suddenly, she jumped up and ran inside the house. "Didn't Grandma like the flowers?" asked Biff. Grandma looked in a book. She found a picture of the flowers. "This is wonderful," shouted Grandma. "These flowers are rare. Now we can stop the motorway." Grandma began making calls to tell people about her discovery. People came from everywhere. They included scientists and reporters. They looked at the rare flowers. "This is amazing," they said. "We've never seen these flowers before. They must be saved." "Hooray!" shouted Grandma. "These flowers will stop the motorway. They can't put a motorway here. They can't dig up rare flowers." The rare flowers were saved, and so was the village. The bulldozer and lorries went away, and the construction was stopped. However, they left a big hole in the ground. "Thank you for helping us stop the motorway," said Grandma. "What will you do about the hole?" asked Biff. "I don't think you can grow anything in it." Grandma smiled. She had an idea. The big hole was made into a lake. Ducks came to live on it, and wild flowers grew around it. "The children will like this," said Grandma. "It's better than a motorway." The end.